Today, we're talking about how to get more done in less time. So, the first way that you can actually get more done in less time is by focusing. A lot of times we have so many other a lot of times we have so many other distractions, but we can also not be focusing if we aren't clear about what we're getting done. So, the first thing to do can actually be just removing as many distractions as you can. And then the second thing is actually making sure you have a very clear end result to get done. So this could look like I'm going to record 4 podcast episodes versus I'm going to record podcast episodes. It gives you a very clear direction because, like, okay, at the end of this, this is what I want to have done. And because I know that that's what I want to have done, I am then able to do that instead of if I just say I'm going to record podcast episodes, then I might only end up with one at the end of that time frame. The next thing that actually helps you create results faster is systems. So this has been something that has really been helpful for me in my life to kind of think through different systems. And when you allow yourself to create a system around something, it can really look like, okay, here's the steps to do something. So you don't take time trying to figure out what's the next step or getting lost in that. It can also be a system where you maybe have someone else helping you or you're doing some extra for later. So for instance, I make chili. So every time I make chili, I freeze some. So that's just a simple system for me. I make the chili, we eat it, I freeze some, and then we have some for next time. And another system is, of course, my podcast. I have the steps laid out in the way that I do it, and then I have the steps that my virtual assistant helps me with. And so we're able to do this system so that it's very streamlined. We know exactly what to do next. We have the next steps, and we don't even have to think about that. We just have to do the work. And then the last thing that actually helps you create results faster is belief. And this can be belief in the results that you're having. This can be the belief in you. This can be just the belief that you can do the task. So, for example, let's say this podcast. If I'm believing that I'm not good at this, if I'm believing this is really hard, I don't know what to say, I can't do this, it's going to be so much harder for me to produce the podcast. It's going to take so much longer because I'm going to be second guessing myself. I'm going to be judging myself. I'm going to be questioning everything. But when I have the beliefs of like, I know exactly what to say, I'm really good at this, this is going to be helpful, this is going to be an amazing podcast episode, then it's so much easier for me to create. I'm then able to create without all this second guessing, and it's so much more fun because I'm believing in what I'm doing. We all know it takes taking action to actually achieve our goals. But what some of us don't know is how to actually get ourselves to do that, especially when our brain is trying to avoid something, when it doesn't want to do it, when we just keep starting and stopping and we don't understand why. You're going to want to get access to this video. This video is going to cover exactly why you aren't taking action, but also what to do about it. Like, what solutions can I use to help my brain actually want to take more action instead of just avoid it? So if you're ready for that, go to successbykayla.com to sign up and get instant access to the Why You Aren't Taking Action video.